Sorry, guys, we're late. Had to figure it out.
It's here, so it's okay. We're gonna do this regardless. So first, do an update. I finished my summer semester, which kicked my butt all the way to the end. So that's why we haven't been very active. I just could not focus on anything else. But we're starting a Patreon. You can sign up now. Um,
It's $5 a month, USD.
or 750 Canadian, and you'll get all of our podcasts as soon as we've done um, recording it and saving it. It will be shortly uploaded to the Patreon without
Editing.
any editing. You'll also get behind the scenes at Parasortium. I'm just gonna go and see, make sure I give everything that you have. I was able to sign up without. Okay, so you get okay, you get one Patreon only video per month that will not be released. There could be more, but we're gonna focus on one a month because I am going to school. You'll get a personalized welcome video, a behind the scenes of Parasortium, and that includes our life, what we're doing. One research Q&A and collab meeting per month. So that will be a private Zoom meeting where we discuss in detail what we're doing for research, answer any questions, help you with your research. And these will not be these will be recorded, but only for Patreon. But if you ever have like a research question you're afraid to ask, you will be able to contact us and we can ask you outside of the Zoom. There'll be a members only Discord server in our Parasortium server, and our Parasortium server is partially private. It's invite only, and it's to ensure a safe community. So if you're a patron, there'll be a special
Link
for you, or a special channel just for you. You'll be able to suggest book club, podcast episodes, and research. One digital game night a month. That's in development. We're going to look at the best way of doing it. We don't have Xbox or anything like that, so we're going to look at how we can do games together. There is Jackbox, but I have to buy it for the mobile or something because I have it on. No, I don't have it on Switch. I could buy it on Switch, but I'd rather not. I did have it on Steam, but we're not doing that anymore. And a Yule gift box. The rewards will be dependent on funds and change yearly. I will say we're also going to do. You have to be a Patreon by December 1st for guarantee of a shipment of the Yule gift box. That is because, unfortunately, we're in Canada, and Canada Post is extremely unreliable. So we have to use a different shipping company to make sure it gets to you, but also because shipping is crazy in Christmas time. So, there's one person watching. That's probably you.
Mm-hmm.
And early access to unedited content. So we'll be doing that. Rewards don't start till September 1st, but we've already uploaded content. That's just to allow us to get some time to upload. Our first Patreon only video is probably going to be our staycation we're doing next week. We're going to go to Esquimalt Lagoon. If the beach doesn't get contaminated, all the other beaches around it are on E. coli watch or E. coli danger. But some coworkers have recommended Matheson Lake and Whitty's Lagoon, so we'll go there as a backup. What are you doing?
I'm just putting in that I can answer questions if anyone has them on in the chat. I just logged into the chat so that I can do that for you guys.
Yeah, I'm talking to the ghost, but
Yeah.
that's okay. Gonna keep doing it.
Yeah.
So Paranormal Polynesian, he's one of our collaborators. He's hasn't been uploading as much. He's just, it's like when life throws you lemons and then keeps throwing lemons and then keeps throwing lemons. So but if you join his Patreon, you'll get much more content and whatnot. And he's doing okay. It's just life keeps giving him great surprises. So if you, so hopefully when things come down, we can do a live stream with him and hang out with him, because we haven't video chat in a while. We miss him. I think everybody else is okay. Jason's still mostly AWOL of the Paranormal Patio.
He is working on his documentary, from what we've seen.
Penny Royal has some really exciting new things coming up, but we don't know what is Patreon only and what is public. So all we can say is,
if you can, join.
Join his Patreon for exciting new technomancy and Kentucky weirdness stuff. Come Hither with Heather's doing good. They have a bunch of new videos.
Yes. They just did a live, what was it, yesterday?
Friday?
Yeah. Friday. They're in Australia, which is exact opposite to us, and a day ahead, or is it a day behind?
They're ahead of us.
They're ahead.
Yeah.
Time zones.
I think, did we get everybody? Brandon Weston of
Ozark Healing.
He has his own Patreon and an apprenticeship, and he's doing a bunch of in-person classes down in the Ozarks. But his Patreon's great. He's doing live classes. They're a lot of fun. Even if you're not interested in magic, just join the classes to listen talk about folklore.
It's fun.
Yeah, I could just listen to him storytell all day, every day. So definitely look at that.
Ghost Story guys.
Yeah, they're doing good.
Brennan Store and Paul. I forget his last name. I'm sorry.
The infamous Paul. No last name needed.
Yeah.
They're doing good. They're posting a lot of stuff. Fear Daily is blowing up, so congratulations, Brennan.
And I think that's
all the updates.
All the updates at the moment.
Next book club is DM and the Spirit Molecule.
Yeah.
But
the next one.
That's the book we're reading. And then we're going to record Dharma Road by Brian Haycock. That's going to be a Zoom.
Yeah.
The Zoom.
That's coming up on Tuesday.
Yeah, at 6 p.m. It will be a while.
Pacific Standard Time.
It will be a while before it's out for the public. So if you miss it and you want to watch it, join the Patreon. It'll likely be out by the following week.
Well, as soon as the book club meeting is done, I can upload it to Patreon. It take probably about 24 hours.
So, okay. So, all right, let's start. So we'll start. I have 3 divination things. We'll start with a bummer so that we can end on a positive note. So this one is The Cosmic Deck of Initiation by Barbara M. DeLong. So very important, especially these days. Before you do anything, you need to do research. So I did research, and it ended up being kind of a bummer. I do want to start off with Barbara M. DeLong. She seems like a very lovely woman. She seems very sweet, very open-minded. But unfortunately, when I did research, there were some problematic red flags So I'm going to kind of go over that and explain, and this is going to be kind of a lesson on why you need to do research, because there has been a lot of problem. People have made up history, and people took them seriously because they were old men with PhDs. So on her website, she says, there comes a time in energy generation when consciousness shifts and new paradigms and philosophies begin to further expand into our realities. This deck was channeled as the new wave of consciousness crested and started to open the hearts and minds of the culture. Use of the ancient form of mandalas to express the spiritual energies of the transformation progress brings the wisdom of the ancients forward in time to aid in the ascension process of the consciousness evolving to new levels of awareness. And then she ends with love, light, and laughter. So will say she is of the love and light community. However, she is not blatantly pushing anything that is racist, prejudiced, discriminatory, nothing like that. So I just want to be very clear. She seems like a very lovely lady with every intention of helping people. But it's a case of there are things in American folklore and what is myth that are so intertwined that that some people believe it's conspiracy. Some people think, well, it's true, we just haven't found it. And I'm going to talk about that. This deck was released in the 90s. Barbara is a radio and podcast host, spiritual empath, lecturer, artist, and ordained minister. I couldn't find what she's ordained in. So I went on her YouTube channel just to kind of get a quick thing. And I just want to be clear, I didn't listen to all her YouTube videos and all that. I just very hastily skimmed it. But then I saw she had interviewed Fritz Zimmermann, who wrote the Encyclopedia of Ancient Giants in North America. So this is where it gets bad. And I have known people who I love and respect who believe in this myth, and it is so intertwined. People don't know the origin, even though you can find it easily. And it is this whole thing about Smithsonian on all these institutions covering up and lying. So I'm going to kind of break it down and explain why this is actually a very racist myth. So we all know the history. The indigenous people have been here since at least towards the end of the Ice Age. I believe the oldest accepted archaeological evidence is
14,000.
Just over 14,000 years ago. Here in Canada, the indigenous say from time immemorial. So a very long time. And then the colonists came over. And the colonists, tried to force their way onto the land, did not want to work with the indigenous, made them sick, very bad. Well, right before the passing of the American Indian Act, they started to open the burial mounds. And the burial mounds were all over the Midwest. I grew up in Indiana. Most of them are gone. You can tell them because Indiana is very flat and there will be an extreme bump up. The Cahokia was the closest to me that is preserved. Never talked about it and never went there in school. But that's okay. That's not okay. But that is expected, I should say, because my school really didn't teach about Indigenous history. And I didn't know at the time, but the cassette tape that they used to teach us Indigenous history had some problematic words. So when they started opening up these burial mounds, they found these artifacts this was a problem for Andrew Jackson. He wanted to pass the Indian Act, which would force all the indigenous out from the area onto the Trail of Tears. But if they had historical ties to the land, that could threaten it. So, unfortunately, him and several other experts, basically white people who were seen as intellectuals, started this myth of an ancient race that became before the indigenous, that likely came from Atlantis, Europe, Asia, India, you name it. And then the indigenous came and wiped them all out. And so I have the State of Union address by Andrew Jackson, and it says, quote, memorials of a once powerful race which is exterminated or has disappeared to make room for the existing savage tribes, end quote. And sorry, that is the exact wording of the speech, so I apologize for using that term. I'm just trying to say exactly what he said. Obviously, it's been proven that indigenous were far more intelligent than the colonizers, since colonization is caused massive forest fires. The indigenous knew about lots of plants and knew lots about plants that we use today, like the elderberry and echinacea is in all of our flu meds.
Aspirin. Aspirin is a direct result of indigenous involvement in the creation of medicine.
So we all know that the real savages were the settlers. So he created this myth, and then another old white man who everyone respected created a book that was apparently, historic North America, and put in this. And from there, it just exploded. And this whole thing about ancient giants in America, bullshit, racist bullshit. Okay, none of it's true. All of it's racist. All of it is terrible. Okay, the mound builders are indigenous. We have mound builders here in BC. I don't know if there's any relation. A lot of indigenous nations traveled very far. I don't know the nation well enough to know their history, but we have burial mounds here, and we consider them indigenous. The whole myth about Smithsonian hiding skeletons, that's likely people taking things out of context. A lot of museums are incredibly understaffed. They have more artifacts than personnel to go through it, and it's really hard to get funding. So their funding can't always go to hiring more people. So yes, 100%, we're rediscovering artifacts that we found hundreds of years ago. So unfortunately, I don't think Barbara is trying to perpetuate these myths. I want to say that very clearly. But I'm using her as an example of how intertwined it is into the American folklore and myth. And it's not that she's a bad person. She's open-minded and she's curious and she's asking questions. It just shows. I found this last year when I was doing a research essay on decolonizing science, and I of course, threw out all my essays and stuff, and now I'm realizing I need to keep those essays. But I found it again with a little bit of research. So just always do your research before inviting anyone to a podcast interview, before discussing it. And so I had to bring that up. And anyone who, please don't immediately attack and go after anyone talking about giants in America, because again, this has been
so perpetuated that it's become part of folklore.
Yeah.
Which in itself could create cryptids that people perceive as these giants.
Yeah, it's so intermixed in the history that like, and we've seen, when I was growing up, there was like this battle on the Civil War actually took place and here, and this battle was here, and so we know how history gets blurry. So don't go be like, oh, this person is bad. I just cautionary tale. So unfortunately, we cannot recommend the Cosmic Deck is available on our website, but we cannot recommend it because there is some red flags with that.
With all of that, but use your own discretion.
Yeah.
If you say, okay, she's a really nice person and she comes from a place of good intentions, fine, use her materials. Yeah. But there is the
and I want to say she's not trying to perpetuate anything bad in a weird way. Like I just like very quickly went through her YouTube videos and skipped around, and I didn't see any actual red flag language in her podcast. So I think that she just doesn't know the history behind the giants of America, and she's just continuing this new age thought. She seems very nice and very sweet. So I hated that, but I was like, I have to. She did a YouTube video with Fritz Zimmerman. So because of Parasorium, our job is to fight misinformation. I had to bring that up. So do not buy Encyclopedia of Ancient Giants in North America. It's all BS, 100% BS. None of it is historical fact. It's all based on perpetuated myth. I haven't looked at his sources, but it's very clear that this myth was created by the colonial settlers to justify the Indian Act. So it's like, where are your sources? They better be like modern archaeology from the national parks. And with that, we want to give a shout out to our national park rangers. They have done an incredible job of trying to destroy this myth and talk about the Xena and the Hopewell and Cahokia in truth, and really representing them. So thank you to all of the national park employees for being awesome and debunking this. I appreciate all of you so much. So with that long, sad speech, we'll kind of look into it. She's so sweet. I decided to continue with this anyways because I think she means well. All right, so this is the book. Let's show the cards. I got this at Cavity Curiosity Shop. If you're in Victoria, you got to stop there. He's awesome.
It's a mix of goth and...
Oh, trying to do this backwards. There we go.
Would you say it's gothic?
So he
everything odd.
Helps support the metalhead scene of Victoria. So there's a lot of that in there. But he is super smart and super nerdy. And so like he knows how to find all kinds of nerdy things. So like he has like horror books and like local vinyl, but he also has like an occult section and a UFO section, and like he finds DVDs. Like we just got the Beauty and the Beast with Ron Perlman and what's Linda
Hamill.
Which a lot of people are weirded out. So this card says, this deck is a tool for all who would seek to expand their awareness and become more complete, to cross the threshold and to challenge the mind. Use it with love. It will serve you kind. See, that's why I wanted to still do this. She sounds so sweet.
Really sweet.
And so I think she means well, but she doesn't know the history of some of the myths she talks about. This one says, Barbara M. DeLong is an internationally recognized artist, mystic, lecturer, and educator. Her personal mandalas are in collections around the world and have evolved into this new tool, the Cosmic Deck of Initiation. They have become the focus of television programs and countless articles. DeLong brings a unique focus of insight and perception with the creation of this gift for humanity. DeLong has touched countless lives through lectures, workshops, radio, and television appearances. She is a graduate of Eastern Michigan University, bachelor's, and the College of New Rochelle, master's. She teaches special education. So she's a lovely lady.
Yeah.
Anyone who's a special ed teacher is a unsung hero. Like, that is a hard job. So I say we support her. Go out and buy this.
Yeah.
She was a special ed teacher, which means she was underpaid and overworked. So definitely go to her website, buy her cards, support her. Just
keep in mind
when you listen to her podcast, just keep a grain of salt. So there are these lovely ones, like there's this one, Inner Vision.
They're essentially sigils.
Law of compensation. Law of continuity. I love these. Law of free will. Then there's like a blank one called Miracle. So that's interesting. So I'll let you do that, and you go ahead and talk. I'm going to read this.
Law of life.
Oh, camera didn't see it. Gotta.
Sorry, guys.
Up. There you go.
There we go. I'm at a different angle, so it's kind of hard to see. Virgo. Trinity. Try to make it so you can see. Cancer.
I'll take care of that. Nope.
What is this? Universal harmony. This one's really cool.
Yeah, so this is really cool. So I think she's a lovely lady who wants to do something within. Positive.
Law of transmutation.
So she says in here that the cosmic deck is a deck of initiation. The use of mandalas can help us understand the energies within ourselves and the energies unfolding in our lives.
Universal healing. So I'm trying to get it back so you can actually see it.
So it's essentially like Giver a tarot deck.
It's a tarot deck, but it's like a sigil tarot deck.
And there's nothing problematic in this booklet.
Universal freedom.
So my final decision or thing on this is she seems like a
Taurus.
A lovely lady who wants to make the world a little bit brighter.
Unity. Yeah.
And she's curious, wants to understand the myths. So I think if you listen to her podcast, you just need to do your own research after. What do you think?
Exactly. I'm not going to continue showing
There's it. 52.
If you're gonna get it. It's quite a beautiful deck.
So my one thing I have, and I am not a tarot reader like Kiki or Michael Hughes. They're fantastic, and I need to take their classes, but I'm so busy. I'm like screaming trying to find time. But my thing is, I hate overcomplicated stuff, and so here is one of the spreads she says to use. And then there's one that's even more intense. So the thing I have with these complicated spreads is they get so complicated that by the time you get to at the end of them, you're like, what was the first one?
This is something where having a journal with you when you're using something like these um, to write down the results, because a lot of time I'm speaking from my own experience with tarot. A lot of time when you do a multiple card spread, one card individually gives you only one piece of the puzzle, and the whole
Sometimes.
message doesn't come to you.
Sometimes I do have the labyrinth deck,
Yeah,
and the
that
labyrinth
is
deck
very
is
hit you in the
really
face.
built for one card.
Yeah.
So
Depending on the deck, this right here is a multiple card deck.
yeah, but I think these spreads are too intense.
Well, you can do just
that
the pyramid
one.
one.
That one's
That one's the
but
simplest
see,
one.
even I wouldn't do more than 3. So we're gonna kind of just do 3.
Yeah.
All right. So you
this is
shuffle the first one, and
Okay.
and I'll do the.
All right. So this is gonna
And
have
I
both
just
of our
want to say,
energies.
you can read the tarot any way you want. There are no rules. Anyone who tries to tell you that are rules is being silly. Like Kiki and Michael will give you like the basics, and it's just kind of like to help you get familiar with it. But it's just so you gain a foundation. But then as you go, you will find your own path.
By the way, round cards hard to shuffle. Now, what I normally do, I would lay these out on a surface and mix them all up, and just completely randomize it as much as I could.
And what I do is I just shuffle until somehow a card either flips out, or sometimes I'll shuffle and end up with one card in my hand. And it just goes to show. So tarot is personal.
Yes.
It is personal. And so again, when you're taking like a class from Kiki or Michael, they'll give you basics and be like, this is how I do it. This is the foundation. And it's just to get you familiar. But in the end, you will find your own way.
And each deck that you deal with has a different.
Oh my God!
A different feel, almost a different.
I should get his deck. His deck. He has a crow deck. It is so mean to me.
It's brutal.
Gives me awful, mean readings. I hate it.
See.
So mean.
I get that, but the thing is, I think that deck was meant for me.
Yeah.
And the entity is like, who are you? You're not. I'm not for you.
And then I have the Herbalist Tarot deck, which has very, very Celtic and Gallic themes,
and it's perfect.
It ended up becoming Carrie. Yes. The Herbalist one, it ended up being a deck of the ancestors for me, and then the first ancestors kind of ritual we did, and I ended up creating a sigil of my family. So I had like the Appalachian Trail symbol, Greek Orthodox symbol.
Yeah.
I had something for Celtic. I can't remember, but anyways, it ended up being a really, like, we actually did like magic. And so when I did the tarot spread, I was still kind of like doing these long spreads. I don't know why.
Well, you're just learning at that point, so.
And it ended up telling the story of the Celtic peoples. Like, it showed, like, one of the cards was like a trader, and then like different symbolism for the Celtic people. And at one point, it showed a ship leaving, and then it showed something else, like someone entering a new land. And like the Celtic people never came over in the ancient times, but there's a lot of Scottish and Irish people that came over later. So eventually the descendants of Celtic people did come to North America.
Well, there is possibility that they did come.
I asked,
and there's no evidence of it.
I've asked like different divination things, and they've all said no.
No.
So Stonehenge of America has been debunked. It was one of the nerdy guys in the 18 or 1900s who was like, I want to build something cool like ancient Celts. So
Well, that in it in
it's
and of
still
itself
cool.
is
Still
still
go see
great.
American Stonehenge, but it's not ancient druidic structure that they came over. It's a nerd.
It's new magic.
A nerd built it.
Yeah.
So, which makes it still cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so go ahead.
You want me to pick a card?
Yeah, just do one card, and then I'll read it. Oh, try another one. You accidentally mixed in the starter
Oopsie.
card.
There we go.
Okay, so show that. I'll
Leo.
show that to the. He picked this one. Very pretty.
Leo.
Let's see. Need to find it. Okay. Great assertiveness of self, energy of creative growth. You shine within the light. You recenter and refocus on the self. Expression takes on greater creativity and authority. Your power seeks forceful outlets.
Cool.
Okay, I'll try one.
And I didn't mix
Yeah,
in.
that's okay.
Oopsie. I wasn't thinking when I did it.
The Labyrinth deck is really cool, but it's hard to find now. So if you see it, especially at a store, buy
Get
it. I have the Hocus Pocus tarot deck. Don't buy it. And I'm sorry, I think the person who, I'm not sure if it's the person who I follow on Instagram. She's a lovely lady who does lots of tarot stuff and owns a bunch of dogs. I'm sorry if you're the one who wrote the tarot deck. I don't mean to be mean, but it was
horrible.
It wasn't that great.
Gimmick decks are good for having fun with. That's about it.
The Spirit Halloween deck is extremely offensive. Don't buy it. I still have it as kind of a joke, but it's so bad. Like there's one there's one card where it's supposed to be like quiet, secretive, like low key, and the art for that card is like a giant carrying off kids or something, like something very like broad. And so the meaning, and like there's another one, so like they didn't connect the artwork with the meaning of the cards, so that one was really bad. I still have it because it's like funny, not funny. What else do we have that's good? Oh my god, I gotta okay, after this I gotta find this deck. I'm so sad. This artist, so I learned about this one deck and we'll show it next. I wasn't planning on talking about it, but she just closed her online shop forever and I couldn't buy anything more. She's a lovely older lady who's an artist. I got to show Matthew that deck, but I don't think anybody at the Strange Realities got to see that deck. Oh, okay. And 2 flew out at me. 3.
3. So
okay.
There you go. You do a 3-card spread.
So I got Libra, Scorpio. Uh-oh.
That's your sign right there.
And then accidentally got a title card. So Libra and Scorpio. Hey, isn't that what Greg and Dana are?
Yeah.
We were just talking about them too. Oh my God. Shout out to Greg and Dana Newkirk.
Yeah.
We were talking about you because one of the podcast episodes you were talking about the tarot deck that I ended up buying, and Libra and Scorpio. I'm pretty sure Dana's a Libra. I think or no, is she a Leo?
She might be a Leo.
She might be a Leo, yeah.
I picked Leo. So
still, yeah.
So
and shout out to Greg and Dana Newkirk anyways.
Yeah.
Because they're just awesome. Okay, so Libra.
Season 3 of Hellier
could be in the works. That's all we can say. Join their Patreon to learn more.
Yes.
We can't say more, remember? We don't know what's public and what's Patreon.
Yes, true.
Libra, balance between the cosmic and the physical. A weighing process is ongoing. Justice is brought to you from within. Harmony awaits you. The heart center begins to manifest on a higher level. A connection with someone can have a wide-ranging impact. Scorpio, dualism, the rising phoenix energies. Feet planted firmly in the spirit soaring. You are ready to allow some issues to pass on. You renew by letting go. Energy flashes in spurts. Look at the present situation from a new viewpoint. Time is ripe to weed the garden and eliminate things that are no longer productive to your growth. Yeah, that's definitely not a Scorpio. We don't let things go.
No, not easily.
Just we hold grudges until the day we die. But balance and dualism, weighing process, harmony. So it sounds like I'm doing inner. It's right.
It's shadow work.
Yeah, I'm doing shadow work, and I'm ready to set fire to what no longer serves me. Is what I'm getting from that.
Yeah.
So that's that deck. She was special ed teacher, so buy her stuff. I think she's retired because she looks of that age. But man, special ed teachers do not get enough love. So like, bake them cookies. Buy their.
If you have a teacher that was inspirational to you, and you find contact with them even in passing, tell them how much they helped you. It'll make their day and help them out.
So
we have our altar on this side and our journal book
nettles. So unfortunately, she just shut down her online shop recently. Sweet lady, like I just follow her on social media, and she does really cool stuff. So I'm gonna read this. And it's History of Mountain Dream Tarot. And I learned this from Greg and Dana Newkirk from their podcast. And I was like, immediately, I need to have this deck. I need to have this deck. And luckily, I was still working full time where I was making good money. So I pull money from savings. And they were like, oh, we can ship internationally. We just need to set it up. They shipped it to me. They were so sweet. They were like, let us know when it gets here, okay? Nothing but good vibes. And I immediately connected with this deck. So the original deck was begun in 1970 at Penland School in North Carolina. The idea came to me in my sleep. I began to look for willing models. Based on the pictorial key to the tarot by Arthur Waite, it took me 5 years. First, a unique deck was made with hand-colored photos. These complex images were created before digital photography by using multiple negatives in the darkroom. This complete deck is in Yale's Beneckel Library. What are you doing?
Seeing if I can share the comment. No,
No. You have to have like StreamYard. We'll get there.
We'll get there. We'll get StreamYard going.
A few sample cards from the same vintage are in the San Francisco Museum of Modern Art. In 1975, 900 offset decks were printed. This is thought to be the first fully photographic deck in history and is very rare. In 2001, the second version was offset printed monochromatically in a box edition of 1,000. The original prints were scanned and enhanced digitally. I included my son and daughter as pages of swords and cups so that they could join their parents, grandparents, uncles, and aunts as model. This deck is also out of print. In 2012, a third edition captured the feelings of the original hand-colored unique deck of 1975. It was digitally printed in full color. The current commemorative deck was created for the 50th anniversary of the work begun in 1970. The original black and white prints were scanned with the changes needed to match the narrow aspect ratio of print-on-demand technology and printed in monochrome. Otherwise, they recaptured the low-tech but heartfelt look of the historic 1975 Mountain Dream Tarot. And I have the reprint of the commemorative. So I don't have any picture of her kids, thank God, because I don't want to show it. So this is the back. And then, so this, the names of the cards are not printed on them, so
it's just by number.
Yeah, it's very hard for me, but I do figure it out. That one's got nudity. Some of these have nudity. So this one's death. So sorry. The major house, no, archetypes
Yeah.
have names.
Have names.
But the swords, cups, and stuff do not. Let's see. So this one I think is 9. 9 of coins. So,
or pentacles.
Yeah. Queen of Cups. Sometimes it's really easy to tell. And so it's very lovely, but also you can kind of get your own meaning from it. I am starting to make my own connections from it. Let's see if I can find any. The ones I really. Let's see here. Oh, this is one of my favorite cards. That's awesome. Let's see what else we got here. And I don't know if the card said that, but these are all actual folk magic people. I don't know if that's what the name, what she calls them, but they were, what we call hill folk today to be respectful, but folk magic, yeah. So it'd be power doctors and grannies, I believe.
Power doctors, grannies, water witches.
I haven't showed this card to Brandon. I need to. Oh, this is the Hermit. This is very cool. So, very, very cool. So, very beautiful deck. I'm so glad that I impulse bought this and was like, I need to have it because now I can't get it anymore. So if you know B Nettles, she's on Instagram a little bit. Go support her. Go check out her stuff. It's freaking amazing. I definitely we have to try to interview her at some time before she passes away and just tell her how much I love her stuff and how I couldn't spend $1,000 on her shop before it closed because I'm going to school. So the next one I could find no information for. She's a clairvoyant from the UK because that is where it was published. Her name is Bev Craig. There's nothing on her. So she's a mysterious clairvoyant, possibly from the UK. So know the future with the Osiris cards.
Again, this is a find from
Cavity. Shout out to Cavity. You're awesome. So this one I gotta be careful because this ball. Here, hold on the ball.
Yep.
So know your future. Has a little book. And this is like a roulette wheel. I don't know if this is complete. I don't know if there's supposed to be a spinner, but we've been it works where you can kind of shake it around and let it land.
Yeah. Well, what you do, you go.
So I will read this because this is about the most information I could find about Bev. Let's see here. The Osiris numbers work in a specially created system which until now has only been used in private consultations by Bev Craig. Its origins are closely guarded by her and will enable you to know the future under 4 separate headings: love, play, business, and home. These 4 subject headings are known as houses. You may think that the future can only be read by people with an innate gift, but I believe we are all born with the gift of sixth sense, of intuition. I also believe that you can develop your intuition and your psychic ability. When you first start using the Osiris numbers, your readings will be mechanical and totally restricted by the book. After a while, you'll find that the book is only a guide. You will start to intuitively sense far more than is in the book. You will then have started to use your initiation to its true potential. But the first essential is to have a strong and unprejudiced desire to know something. If selfish desires or preconceived opinions intrude during the reading, you will block the flow of intuition. Remember, it is the correct answer, the truth that you seek. And then she signs it. And she's got the fire signs down there, or all the signs. Yeah, she seemed, the little bit I can tell, she seems like she was a cool lady. There's literally, it was done in the 80s, made in England.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we're gonna do some stuff.
Okay.
We're gonna try it out. That was the whole thing.
Okay, so it is literally a roulette wheel.
Yeah, we don't know if there's a piece missing or if it was all like that.
Yeah.
There's definitely like some 3 little things there, so it makes me think that there was something.
There possibly have been something. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to try and keep it level and spin it to the out. Drop the ball in and spin it to the outside.
And it went in 32. Okay, what's 32? You're in the love house. Oh, what the heck? Okay. Oh, there's different houses. Okay, so in the love house, removal of difficulties, discovery around happiness, love, and affection. Then the playhouse, dispute around unfairness, business house, monetary worries. That's a bummer. Home house, be careful of the company you choose. Do not mix with negative people. I should read the instructions. Oh, you're supposed to choose a house. Okay, well, try it again. What house do you need? Do you need love, play, business, or home?
Well, right now let's just do play because that'll be.
No one needs to know.
We're not doing anything.
So what is that? 27.
27.
So a quarrel with a friend. Well, that's not fun.
Not fun at all.
Okay, let me try. 3. Play.
Play. All right. Let's see. Yeah, I need bifocals. A renewal of old friends.
Oh, okay, I like that.
So I'm having a fight with a friend, and you're rekindling friendship with an old one.
Yeah, that one's fun. Definitely have to try that. So this next one is cards. We haven't even looked at the cards.
No. So this is the first time for us. So this is basically a box opening.
Yeah, I bought this like a year or 2 ago, and I just haven't done anything with it. So there's that. Ooh. Know your future. All right, so let's see. Okay, so this one's a little bit different. The Osiris cards. You may think that the future can only be read by people with an innate gift, but I believe we are all born with the gift of sixth sense of intuition. I also believe that you can develop your intuition and your psychic ability. I developed the Osiris cards from methods I have practiced for many years as a professional fortune teller. I have eliminated the difficulties you experience with tarot cards to give you, the amateur, a quick, easy, exciting system, keeping all the intrigue and mystery of the professional fortune teller. You will quickly learn to develop the art of interpreting the messages on each card, stimulating and developing your intuition to the benefits of your friends, making your life a little richer, more meaningful. That's nice. And then she actually, on this one, she actually gives you a little history on who Osiris is, which that's really nice. That's cool. So she has, it's definitely more complicated. So simple question mark.
Well, she's giving you the iconic layout, which is a star.
Oh man, this is okay. I gotta show this. And then there's this, and this. I'm not sure this is more simple, but
well, it's simple for someone who practices magic.
Not folk magic, because it definitely isn't simple to me. This is a lot more complicated. But we're gonna try it. So let's look at the cards. Ooh. They're so pretty.
Show the back.
Yeah, I'm going to
Okay.
show the back. Oh, there we go. Very cool. Oh yeah, this is something else. You know what this is good for? This is good for learning how cards relate to each other.
Yeah.
But the issue is they don't have any connection to other tarot. So
it's going to be
if she
specific
puts
to this.
something like this card is similar to Four of Cups or something.
Yeah.
But I think this is good
It's
to
good.
learn the mechanics of tarot, but it's not going to help you learn tarot.
Well, that's the thing. What she's done here is given you a guide to learn the mechanics so that you can then figure it out for yourself.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's like she combined a deck of cards.
Well, the original tarot was just a deck of cards.
So they're interesting. So go ahead and shuffle them. You can go first. They're interesting.
And you can tell these have been used before. You can see how. I'll try to. You can see that these have definitely been used before because they're bent in such a way that someone has.
I love how it says the world famous clairvoyant, and I literally could find nothing. I even went on my university library and I was like, maybe I can find a newspaper article or something. Nothing. So it was the days before the internet, so
yeah.
She just, when the internet came, she was like, nope, that's not for me. The lore I want for her is that she's in some like old nice cottage house. Okay. So, up, over. There we go. Okay, so
travel over water or interstate. Well, in this case,
next to a card below also means. So do another. So we'll do this. Do this card.
There.
So he has this one. Oh, Ace of Diamonds. Something new, a gift, a ring. So the travel over water next to means a business or dealings abroad.
Okay.
And something new, a gift or a ring next to that means a holiday, relaxation, or pleasure. Well, AJ's just started his vacation, so yes. Yeah. Travel over water, interstate. Yeah, we have to. We might be going to Langford Souk.
Yeah, which is over water. We'd be
traveling. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty.
And now the third one.
You want to do a third one?
Well, it said the next two.
Where? Cards. No, it says next two card.
Next two card. Okay.
Yeah, we're not doing the full complicated reading.
All right. It'd be too much.
I don't know how you can.
Well, it's teaching you interactions.
I love there's like these like spreads where people use every tarot card in the thing, and I'm like,
God. Did you want to get my?
Yeah, we can.
Card,
we can do whatever you want.
We'll get my crow deck out next.
I am not
like Carrie said. It is very much a mean deck.
It is.
It is.
Like, screw that.
It is brutally honest and shoves it in your face, and that's what I enjoy about it.
No, life is already too bummer.
But the thing is, it's brutal, but for me, it gives me that little bit of light at the end of the tunnel as well.
No,
Where
thanks.
where
No, thank you.
with you it was just plain old mean.
Yeah. What are you doing with your life?
Yeah, what are you doing?
Okay, so I got.
But the thing is, it said, "What are you doing?" And then you get into the program.
No, I wasn't in the program at the time. I was still working for those fucking dickheads who I won't mention here. But I keep swearing on a live stream. We're not supposed to, are we?
It's for adults.
Okay.
I have it geared up as adults.
Leo man, it's
Leo man.
one of the tarots. Yeah.
When it's more to the point, cuss words are like salt and pepper. They flavor this conversation. Yes.
Okay, so I got Ace of Hearts and this one. So the home and the people involved have confidence in yourself. Okay, a loss, a lesson, a punishment. Someone wants forgiveness. I'm a Scorpio. Good luck. So just good luck. I don't forgive, and I certainly don't forget. I will say those are kind of nice. I like those. They're different.
These are useful in learning tarot.
Well, and they're simple.
Yeah.
I kind of like that. Like at first glance, you're like, "Oh, these are really no." They're really simple. So
they seem because it's giving you all the iconology, all of the symbolism, in basic form.
That would almost be good for like parties and travel and stuff like that.
This is exactly it. It's a travel deck.
Because since it's an Osiris deck, it takes all of the beyond the Egyptian symbolism. It takes all of the hang-ups and connections we have to the archetypes, which some people would be horrified with. But
well, one thing people get really scared about is the death card.
Death card's a good thing.
It's a good thing.
It means great change is coming.
Yeah, it means that
the tower card is hard.
Is rough.
That is the scary card because you're like, why? My life is hard as it is. I don't.
Why do I have to break it down and start over?
Yeah. So,
but the thing is, throughout your life, you're going to have situations where you have to tear down what you'd built to that point and start over.
That was me last year.
Yep.
So I got injured at work. Work didn't want to deal with it. Tried to get rid of me without clean cut. Didn't work out for them. I ended up creating a mess. But they had to pay me out to get rid of me because I was actually an honest worker. Ended up in university. So it was a really rough time.
For a completely different career.
Yeah. It was so stressful that it triggered perimenopause symptoms. But I ended up the victor out of it because they had to pay me. That went into university. They're still short-staffed. They're still the same drama, same crap. And I'm like going to university, working part-time and making enough money to enjoy my life. So I tore down the tower for a better life.
Yep.
So if you get the tarot card or you're going through the tarot, if you're getting the tower card or going through a tower card moment, there is light coming.
Yep.
And reach out to people.
Yep.
If you're going through a challenging time, reach out to people. Yes, I did get what I deserved. It hurt, but I did.
Yep.
So
with great change, there's pain to get something better.
And you know what? We were talking about for months. Be like, maybe you can work part-time and work on the business. And I was like, no, we need to save money. We need to pay off bills. We need to do this. And we put it off for a long time. Turns out with me working 2 days a week, it's enough for us
to live on.
With him
Yeah.
working full time. So like it, and like we were talking about me going back to school, and I was like, I don't know, it's a lot of money. It's this and this. Province paid for my tuition. I mean,
Yeah.
I have to pay it back, but
But it's an interest-free loan.
yeah, it's 0% interest.
0% interest. Essentially, the amount that she's paying out for school is what we can pay off in 2 years,
Yeah, especially since it's
and
20,
that's with her working part-time.
yeah, that's when I graduate, I'll make $20 to $30 Canadian an hour. So
Yeah,
likely 20, but
well, 20. I think the average is 21 to 23 of what
Yeah.
I've seen for jobs for. It's the library technician and
library and information technology. Yeah. I'm the technical person that makes sure that the librarian stays sane, and doesn't go completely insane, and helps make sure that the library is in working order. So basically, library technicians, we're the bread and butter of libraries, and we hold the strings of sanity to the librarians. So, okay, you want your tarot decks? Yeah.
All right.
I'll let you talk about that.
So there you go, and I'll show you the. So very, it's a very dark deck when you look at it. Now,
Yeah, just make sure there's no nudity or like violence on it.
all right, so I'm just gonna try and find. So, what I do with these, that's the back of it.
It's very Geiger, I think his name is.
Geiger-esque, yeah.
Yeah.
Less the sexuality element of Geiger.
We don't need to go there. I do love Alien though, so.
See, I love the entire deck. I'm not going to do a reading with it right now. I just wanted to show it a bit. But this deck is very brutal. And how I do my readings, I take this, I shuffle it 7 times, and then I throw it in a pile and mix it around. And then I run my hand over it, and I'll feel hot cards that kind of stand out to me. And if one kind of flips over when I'm doing the rotation thing, now if I'm attracting or I'm going counterclockwise. If I'm banishing, I'm going clockwise. So that there's a significance there, because counterclockwise you're drawing it into you. Clockwise you're pushing it away. So and that's push pull in magic.
Okay.
Okay.
No idea. We do clockwise for a lot of things in folk magic. So.
Yeah. So I make that distinction myself. That's my way of doing it. A lot of people will go, What are you doing?"
Magic is personal.
It's personal.
Yeah.
Every individual person has a different way of seeing the universe around them and interacting with it. So that's why I do it my way. And so traditional practitioners will freak out about it and tell you, no, 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 you have to do it my way. But their way works for them.
Yeah.
May not work for you. So find the way that feels comfortable for you and do that. They can't tell you otherwise.
All right, and we'll nerd out. I'll show you guys the labyrinth deck. So some fun nerding there. Yeah, great artwork. I'm gonna find the person's name because I follow her and I love her. Oh, Minerva Siegel. I hope I'm saying that right. I'm sorry.
Minerva.
I'm sorry if I'm saying that right. She does a lot of tarot stuff, and she's just a beautiful human being too. So, oh, of course. So here you go. Here's the sun.
It's awesome.
Yeah. Let's see. Knight of Feathers. What else is good? Oh, here's Wheel of Fortune. Temperance. Like, just
amazing artwork.
I think I paid over $40 Canadian for this, and
it's worth that just in the artwork.
And of course, they only printed so many. So if you see this for sale,
get it.
Get it. Don't be like, oh, I gotta do this. I need to pay for it. Just buy it, because it will not be there when you get back. Just trying to find. Oh, here's the Chariot, because there's iconic characters throughout. The Demon, of course. This is the Devil, I believe. I will say that the minor cards are changed, and I'll get out the book and I'll show that. I'm just looking for the iconic. And here's Jared as the beggar, Fate, Justice, and Minerva. You can tell she loves Labyrinth and she knows the Labyrinth because she picked the perfect
images that go with the things that
Knight of Holes. So that's one of the houses or minor cards. The Fool. We know all which Sarah goes on that journey. So of course she's the Fool. Queen of Junk. The Magician, Mr. Wonderful himself. And everyone
Rest
will love
in peace,
this.
David Bowie.
The Hangman. Yeah.
That's not David Bowie.
No, that's Ludo.
Ludo.
The Hierophant. I think that's funny that he's the Hierophant.
Jareth is David Bowie.
Is it Jared or Jareth?
Jareth.
Oh, well,
Jareth.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
It depends on the writing.
King of Feathers.
It's Jareth in his owl form.
Is he the owl?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
I've watched 100 times, and King of Emperor, or the Emperor, sorry. The Dad. The Hermit. His funny hat. What else we got? That's iconic. The World, the Labyrinth. Excuse me. The Empress. Stepmother. There we go. The Star. Her teddy bear. I forget his name. He has a name. Judgment. Here's another iconic character. Hopefully Jim Henson's doesn't take us down, because okay. So this is the most iconic. There's this book is based off of there's a goblin art book.
Yep.
That's based off of. I tried to get the book and it just does not exist anywhere.
It does. It's just
the Goblins of Labyrinth is what it's based off of. Brian Froud and Terry Jones. If you see that book, buy it because it is like non-existent. So it is somewhere. Another one that I found that was like what I didn't know existed. Clive Barker did a art book of the Aberrat. Can't find it anywhere. So where does it show? Here we go. So we have the minor arcana is suit of poles, suit of junk, suit of feathers, and suit of pots. And so the joke was I bought this when I was new to tarot, and I was like, great.
I have to learn this.
I'm not going to learn traditional tarot with this, but beautiful deck. And the way the cards are, it tells you a little bit about the background behind the card. And it's really suited for one card pulls.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the pan deck.
The pan deck.
No, the pan deck. What that we started out with when we started doing things.
Oh, that's the
herb deck.
Yeah.
That one was another
had
interesting
freaking pan in it, and that when we were getting into Penny Royal, and that's the nope. Oh, that's the UFO deck. Oh, I think it's put away somewhere.
Okay.
Oh no, it's right here. So that's the UFO deck. So this is. I don't have the box, but I'll just kind of. So this is. It just has different images of herbs, and the guidebook tells you how to use the herbs. Disclaimer. Let's see. I'm going to show, because when we did this deck. Okay. So we joined Greg and Dana Newkirk at one of the Phenomenacons. And it was the one that Nathan Paul Isaac spoke at. And I was like, oh my God. And I tried to look up his podcast. I couldn't find anything. Like, it just didn't exist. Like, he spoke on it. But I think I signed up for newsletter or something. Oh, no. I watched Hellier. And in Hellier, Nathan talks about starting a podcast. And I looked everywhere, and there was nothing anywhere. It just didn't exist anywhere on the internet yet. And then, so I was like, should I join Greg and Dana's like Patreon? Should I do it? And it was the pandemic, and we were depressed. And Greg and Dana accidentally went live publicly on YouTube to advertise Phenomenacon. And they're like, oh, well, I guess hello, people. This is what we normally do for Patreon. And so I was like, okay, I'm doing it. I want to check out Phenomenacon. And it was the one that Nathan spoke at. And he's like, yeah, I'm going to launch a Patreon and a podcast. You can sign up here. So I found it. I immediately bought some shirts. And it was just so funny that was the one. And it's led us down this whole rabbit hole. Like, we love Greg and Dana Newkirk, but our journey to join their Patreon was to get us to join Nathan's Patreon, because we met people there that are now like family and led us down this rabbit hole and led us to starting a business, like started this whole thing with us. But the night that he was going to start his very first live stream, we were going to Ross Bay Cemetery with a friend at the time who was new to the city. Not very exciting. It's mostly Freemason cemetery, but we were like, yeah, fine, whatever. We were doing a tarot card, and this flew out. Oh, it's upside down. Suspended person.
It's the hangman.
The hangman. It's been replaced by the suspended person in some tarot decks in respect to
Suicide
be respectful victims to people who were unalived.
Yeah.
And come to find out, the hanged man is very important on Nathan's journey through Pennyroyal. It like came up again and again, and for him it was the Observer, because in the IFA deck they're the Observer, and it was so funny that was the card the first day the live stream launched that it flew out of the deck.
It jumped out. It was demanding to be noticed.
So that's funny. I'm seeing if I can find Pan. Judgment. It's going to be the last card, isn't he?
Probably.
Oh, here it is. So we had just finished watching Hellier, and the tarot deck I get is Pan. So also he's holding a blue star. So I've never had a blue star balloon. I had a blue star tarot deck with Pan. Yeah. So really funny.
So this journey has been one of great change and learning for us.
Oh my God. It's so, I always say, oh, nothing weird happened. It's like, no, I didn't see Bigfoot. I've only seen like a UFO that looks like a tiny light. But it's like, I was really into spirituality when I was a teenager, but I lived in Indiana, so it was like Satanism, Wicca, Christian atheism. And it was the early days of the internet, and so a lot of people were like, I'm a druid who knows about the ancient wisdom that everyone says was burned away. And I'm not trying to trash druids. I love you guys. But people were making claims that they had secret knowledge or that they were practicing Celtic, but they were doing Wicca, hiding as Celtic. And I was very turned off by the dishonesty. So I was like, I'm done. I don't want to be part of the spiritual group anymore. Sylvia Brown was gross on so many levels. So I stopped doing it. And so I started listening to podcasts who we can't name because they ended up going off the deep end. And they interviewed Greg and Dana Newkirk. And to be fair, neither Greg and Dana, me, or hundreds of other people knew that they were going to deep end. At this point, the podcast was just another normal podcast. So just want to make it very clear. Nobody that was on that podcast before is to be judged. They just, during the pandemic, they went off the deep end. And it was, everyone was like, wow.
Okay, yes, you're out.
So we heard them, and I was like, oh, I got to try out this Hellier. I'm telling you, Hellier is a freaking initiation.
Yeah.
We started on our spiritual journey. I opened an altar, and I had this Bluetooth speaker in the background playing relaxing noise when we first opened the altar. That Bluetooth speaker never played static anywhere in my house, at work, anywhere. And there was static coming through the speaker.
It's full on static for a few seconds.
And the air got super energetic. And after we opened that altar, we did an invocation of Pan. And let me tell you, what was here first did not like Pan. And so we had dualism in our freaking house. It was chaotic. And one time AJ was meditating and he felt something rush at the door and it
bounced off.
Yeah.
It literally, I felt the energy of something going, whoa.
Yeah. So eventually the energy that was here first actually pushed out all the energy from the invocation of Pan.
Yeah.
All the way out. So now when people come into our house, they say it feels so relaxing. It's so calming. And we believe it was the horn god, who we call Enki now due to our research. And from there, we met Nathan, and it just went nuts.
Yeah. Well.
And it led us to meeting April.
Yeah.
Who grew up, I can't remember, but near where I live.
Yeah, Or you did.
And she was like, I was talking to her, and she's like, it was really dark in Indiana. And like, growing up in Indiana, I was raised by baby boomers who really didn't understand neurodivergence, and the other adults in my life didn't understand neurodivergence. So I grew up with the understanding that something was always wrong with me and I was a bad child and stuff. But talking to April, I was like, yeah, Indiana's very dark. Like,
Yep.
all our myths are really dark. And
Well, it attracted the badder element. Like all of the gangsters would
oh yeah,
vacation in
I
Indiana.
grew up in Crown Point, and in Cedar Lake it used to be like the Chicago gangster, like
It was their getaway.
their lake getaway.
Yeah.
And we always say you don't swim in Cedar Lake. Part of it's unfortunate because a lot of people go and get drunk and then go out in their boats. So there's been a lot of death by Cedar Lake, and I don't think it's anything supernatural. I think it's people being foolish. But like, we always talk about all the bodies in Cedar Lake and the fairgrounds, but so it's amazing we met April. Like, we
met Jason, we met Matthew.
So from
Nathan
Jason of Paranormal Patio, we met Adam of the Paranormal Polynesian, who's like a family friend now. We love him to death, and we always miss the chance of meeting each other. But we still love him.
We'll get there. Yeah. We'll get there. It's just a matter of time.
I know. It's just we're like, do we want to go during Art City days when it's going to be 1,000,000 degrees, or do we want to hang out in the fall for his birthday?
That's the thing.
We want to go to Utah. So it's amazing how we've just met so many people.
I think whatever it is that was here waited for us to be ready to make that journey.
Well, it waited.
The people that
you know what's really funny? It waited until I was about 33, and apparently 33 is like an important number in the Horn God.
Yeah.
No, we're done. You need to start.
Yeah. So
I don't know if I was 33. Let's see. It's 2025. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Yeah, that's right. 33.
You were 33.
And so we're always like, I wonder if that was like it. It's no, not when you're 15. You suddenly grow up and become a witch. It's when you're 33. So,
well, there you go.
Well, it makes more sense because
the thing
when
is,
you're a teenager,
you're still developing. Your brain isn't there yet, and you're not coming into your own really yet.
I'll talk a little about like what happens when you're not okay and you practice magic. And there's a lot I won't say. If we meet in private and you're someone I'll trust, I'll go. But I had a lot of problems because I was neurodivergent, and I was living in a society where that you were to be normal and you had to be neurotypical. And so I masked and I became a shell of myself, and I became very toxic. And then I discovered spirituality, and I brought a ghost home, and he lived in my house. And then a lot of other weird shit started happening, and like, it was insane and not safe, but I'm okay now. When I moved here, I used to have dreams about something really evil and dark in Indiana trying to drag me back to the house. It's like sometime after my mom sold the house, at some point it stopped.
Yeah.
So maybe the people's new energy, maybe they did a clearing, maybe house blessing, something broke that. So you got to be careful. Like, if you're going through any kind of issues, problems, be careful.
The thing is, most people that come to magic, because it's considered to be taboo in a lot of circles.
Yeah, like where I grew up, it was Wicca, Satanism, Christian,
atheists.
Not atheism. It was I don't care. So it was more like it's not whether I don't believe in God. It's like religion's not for me. Like it
Yeah.
wasn't.
So when people come to magic, a lot of them are coming to it to escape trauma, and
And
a lot of it is teenagers dealing with the whole thing of growing up in a society that doesn't accept them as they are and expects them to act a certain and be a certain way. And we've seen a rise in that ideology in the anti-trans stuff and that, and
oh yeah,
and and really all that is separating people that
yeah.
don't have to be
We
separated.
do need to make a comment. Don't support J.K. Rowling. She's anti-Semitic and anti-trans. Um, I came to find out that like a lot of the stereotypes and archetypes in Harry Potter are anti-Semitic. I didn't know that because um, I'm not anti-Semitic, and I never made those associations with Jewish people. And someone who was very kind was like, "No, this, and this is actually anti-Semitic symbols." That gets talked a lot less than her anti-trans. Her new TV series she's using to fund transphobia stuff. So don't support it. Don't let Harry Potter go. We're gonna do a podcast about that, and we're gonna find some alternatives for you to enjoy.
The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe.
C.S.
That's wartime.
Lewis has its
That's
own
wartime.
problems, though.
Yeah.
It is Christian. There's some black authors apparently that are making some really good stuff.
Although there's a new
There's
tabletop uh, game system like D&D that's being developed with African mythology.
Yeah.
And that definitely, if you can find that, get it.
Yeah, so we'll do a podcast to help you find something that you can love instead of J.K. Rowling. Do not support them. Do not buy the books. Do not watch the TV series. Do not nothing. And I'm pretty upset because a lot
of people came to magic because of Harry Potter.
They did some audiobooks, and I'm not going to name the actors, and they're voicing it, and I don't know why, because she's been very public about her transphobia, and I don't know if they're I don't know. So it's very disappointing. Okay, so let's not turn this into a bashing thing. We're gonna do we're doing this because this was inspired by my lack of knowledge. We're gonna do things you didn't know that were anti-Semitic, just kind of as an information thing, to help bring knowledge to like this is actually this. But we're gonna end with a bunch of cool,
positive, cool new things that are there. So this Darrow deck, is not ever going to be completed.
No, this is the UFO tarot deck. Ufology. I don't know if I have all of the.
When we did our Nanuspe live stream,
here it is.
UFO hunt.
So it's by Miguel Romero, Joshua Cutchin, Greg Bishop, S. Demeter, David Metcalf. I already said that one. I don't know who S. Demeter is. It just has his initials. So it's very beautiful. I'm really sad it's not going to be completed.
So what we have is the Major Arcana.
Yeah. So there's Death.
It's cool.
The Hanged Man. Is this right? No, this way. Yeah, there we go. So we did our UFO summoning, and when I get to it, The card I pulled, it wasn't this one, I'm just showing them, was the one with Granger Taylor. Okay. Of all of these cards, it was the one of the
BC guy that disappeared.
Yeah, that had a UFO back in his backyard. I'm gonna hopefully find, if I can't remember what card it is, I'll look up. What is that? Oh, I don't know. I don't know all the symbolism yet.
Wheel of Fortune. That's cool.
What's this one?
They're beautiful cards.
Yeah, and I have a little booklet. And I think Joshua Cutchin said, like, if I email them, they have things left over that I can buy. I just couldn't afford it at the time. The Tower. Very cool. Devil. So let's see. Okay, so I'm gonna, because there's a lot of them. I'm trying to find the one. Granger Taylor.
It says Granger Taylor.
I don't think it does it. What's that? Oh, that's just the email. I want to buy stuff. Might be. Okay, let's see which one it is.
Have to find it again.
Yeah.
We only used it the once. Now, the odd thing about that is, this is before we went to Kentucky. It was just before we went to Kentucky.
Yeah, in the summer.
It was
before.
in the summer.
Which one? Betty and Barney Hill. Nordic, ancient.
Yeah. Nordics are a racist thing, unfortunately.
Yeah. Yeah, and I was bummed earlier today because I have a bunch of Brad Steiger's books, and I just found out he's Starseed. That sucked. Our friend Bruce said, "Nah, just keep it anyways. It might be useful for a reference. I'm gonna keep them." But that was a bummer. I was like, "Oh, I didn't know he was into Starseed. Darn it." Which one was that? Oh, notable contactees might be it. Oh no, this is added Dansky. Oh, I forgot Juan Juan Perez is in this. This is such a good deck. They
We really wish they could have garnered the rights to be able to continue with it, but I'm guessing that.
Oh, I can't find it. I'd have to read it in detail. Anyways, one of these has Granger Taylor in it, and I don't know.
We'll find it and we'll post a picture of it in the online in the YouTube channel.
Betty and Barney Hill is the lovers. Love it. Well, that's Fatima. Could be Judgment. It's not that one. I think it's that one. I just don't remember. Anyways, one of these represents Granger Taylor, and that was the one that we fold. I'm gonna see if it's
Joshua. If you're watching this at all, drop us a line in the comments and let us know if you remember which one that one is. But Granger Taylor is one that we're going to do a podcast uh, about. We
Oh
just
my
have to
god.
figure it out.
Oh my god. This makes it so much worse. Okay, I found it. It is this one. So this is the one we pulled at the UFO summoning.
Judgment.
Okay. The Judgment card is reimagined as a homecoming for those lost in proximity to the UFO phenomena. Some passed away, others simply disappeared. The is forgiveness. The lost step into the light of rebirth, much as the dead rise from their graves as the traditional depiction. From left to right, Captain Thomas F. Mantell, whose aircraft pursuing a UFO in 1948 in Kentucky. We were there.
We were there.
We were there. That was one of the places we went. We saw the placard. We saw the farm it was on. We went to the museum. So that direct connection to our Kentucky thing. Frederick Valentik, who disappeared over the Bass Strait after encountering a UFO in 1978, and Lieutenant Charles C. Taylor, leader of Flight 19, which vanished in the Bermuda Triangle in 1945. Back left to right, Miguel Jose Viana and Manuel Pierre de Cruz, Brazilian UFO hunters found dead in the lead mask case of 1966. Canadian mechanical genius Granger Taylor, who allegedly departed Earth with extraterrestrials in 1980. So Granger Taylor is what we think we would call autistic today. He was a mechanical genius. He took found an old train in the forest and took it apart piece by piece and put it back together.
Yeah.
There's a museum in Duncan where you can see all his masterpiece. We watched Out There, Crimes of the Paranormal. Episode 1 does Granger Taylor, and it does it really well. Like, normally paranormal TV is terrible, but they talk to his loved ones. So it ends up being a really great telling because you get a really humanizing look at Granger Taylor and how much part of the community was and how tragic his disappearance was. I do want to say they touch on this slightly. The RCMP claimed they found his truck. It was the wrong color. Then they said it was repainted, but it wasn't actually. The evidence was sketchy, would not pass by any judge in court. Any court. They've never found any evidence of Granger Taylor. And he's a mechanical genius and an expert in dynamite, and so he wouldn't be stupid.
Yeah, he wouldn't have blown himself up in his truck to commit. Well, even they assumed it was to commit suicide, but I don't think so. That's not the type of person he was. From all aspects.
The interesting thing is what he describes the alien is he describes it in a way that I've heard from indigenous folklore. Not in this area. I have to do more research in the local folklore here. I know I'm very bad for that. I'm sorry. But he called them the stick people. And the way he describes them, I've heard some American indigenous folklore for describing the Fae. So that kind of brings it around for the Fae. So that was the card we pulled. So we've had a lot of really
synchronistic situations, and that was last year.
Yeah, in June on our anniversary, right before we went to the trip.
Yeah. And to find those two in particular, connecting Kentucky to BC. That's a situation we did not expect, and we're still.
It's very. It is like I've been looking for like a connection between BC and Kentucky, just because we have so many like synchronistic events with Pennyroyal, but there's no connection. It's like something is trying to force a connection.
Yeah.
So,
it's having done all the things we've been doing. Recently, I've been exploring psychic questing, and I did a whole thing with the Naga, which is from Myanmar. We went to an exhibit here at our local museum, and there was a Buddha, kind of a
It's
Buddhist.
the Buddha sitting in front of the Naga.
Yeah, with the Naga draping over. And when I walked up to it, it was. This has happened to me before, where something, it basically kissed me psychically. Um, I felt that presence come up, and it was like to my third eye type thing, and so I wanted to explore it more and experience what the Naga is. And in Myanmar mythology, it has something to do with creation of the universe and world, and so I wanted to learn more about that. And my experience with that exploration was initiatory, but it was also, I would say, pseudo ego death type thing, where I traversed the river Styx to come to an island where you can either go and be dead, or talk to other entities, uh, and go to their realm, which I guess you could call that the inner abode of gods. To quote Chinese mythology, uh, it's interesting how we have these experiences, and how we've come to this situation where we can do this type of work and put it out there for all you guys to look at and interact with. But there's so much of it that we could work at this the rest of our lives, and not get to the end of it. So if you guys want to help out, join the Patreon.
And I'm just doing research. I'm doing Is a River Alive, because we want to try to interview the author. But if he's a best-selling author, so if you can't do it, then we're going to do a book talk on it. Excuse me. I have a local book. I have a bunch of local books I'm excited to do. I want to read Amane Chikabe's book for book club. I read Murder on the Skeena. It's about Hazleton. Definitely want to do a book talk on that. And I'm going to use it as a container, a carrier, a chariot. I forget the term, but I'm using it as a caveat to talk about how people came and settled BC without negotiating treaties, and about the indigenous people, because there was recently a court case about right of land, and so people are saying really terrible things like, I'm going to not welcome people who try to come and take my home and stuff like that. So I'm just going to kind of use it to talk about
the land back isn't about taking land from landowners, essentially. It's about accepting that the lands were not seceded.
Ceded.
Not seceded.
Ceded.
Not ceded? Or ceded?
Unceded territories.
Unceded territories.
Yeah, we just... There's a lot of misinformation about Aboriginal rights and title, and when you look at traditional territories of Indigenous people and you look at what they're asking for, it's so little. And sometimes it's something really simple, like the whole thing with the court case is they were trying to get water rights access, fishing access. Instead of negotiating, the BC government was like, okay, take us to court. So we're going to use Hazleton to talk about kind of that. And because it's the way Hazleton came to be is a perfect allegory to what happened in all of BC, and
All of
why
Canada, really.
comprehensive land treaties is important.
Yeah.
I just find it's easier to explain things to people when you use an example.
Yeah.
So we're also going to do a land acknowledgement agreement for Parasaurium. I just have to do research because where we live, there are so many different nations that
there's at
consider
least
this.
12 just
Yeah.
on the island.
So I have to figure out how best to do the land acknowledgement. So it's just going to take some education.
It's hard to be universal.
Yeah, a lot of our nations here followed the salmon. So they were here, then they were on Sawasan, and then they were here,
and then they went down to the States, and they came
Yeah.
back. The one thing that people don't get, Canada and the United States, to the indigenous people, are one country,
Oh yeah.
and that's called Turtle Island.
Yeah.
So if you hear the term Turtle Island, they're speaking of all of North America.
Yeah. So that's what I'm doing. I did make sure I have some fun podcast episodes, so it's not all doom and gloom. I hate that where we're doing a lot of misinformation. Like even this live stream,
we're doing a lot of that, but
we're trying to make it fun as well as, yeah.
We can't really sugarcoat it. We're living in dark times right now.
Okay, so I just want to say something as a millennial. Times have always been tough.
Yeah.
Times are always tough. They've been tough for a very long time.
But that's...
Ragnarok has been happening for a very long time. So... but what's happening in the U.S. is atrocious.
It shouldn't.
So I'm always going to try to have some fun stuff to kind of de-stress as well. So... I don't think we don't have anything more fun.
We should do an experiment night.
Yeah, we'll definitely think about it.
We can do something fun, even if it's spoon bending. I know the Newkirks did spoon bending.
I don't want to copy them. I want to do our own thing.
We could do something.
We'll figure it out.
Find something unique that we can all do and have fun with.
We might just do a paint night.
Yeah, we could do a paint night.
So
we could do a sigil drawing night, or a group psychic questing, or remote view thing.
That's all you. I'll let you do that.
So
I don't have anything.
We're coming up to 2 hours here, guys. We kept you on really long.
If anything.
Sorry.
God, I don't think I have anything.
I'm sitting on the most uncomfortable stool right now, and I'm sorry I've been moving quite a lot, but
Did you get anything interesting? No, I haven't got anything interesting recently. No new book. I haven't got any really interesting books. I'm trying to
get a few new books.
It's all local history.
All local history.
Yeah.
We're going to try and do more local history.
Michael Hughes' book is coming out and it's taking pre-orders. So,
yes.
He's posted a link on his Blue Sky. Just go to his website. It's got to be there.
Yep.
That's the, I don't think I have the book in reach.
What I'll do, in the show notes.
It's a reprint of an old book.
I'll get it's the Resistance Magic one.
I think so.
Yep. He's redoing it with some new stuff updated to help you guys fight the fascists.
Just trying to think. We're in Canada, so all of these like freaking laws that are being passed don't apply to us because we're in Canada. The only thing they can do is block our website from certain ISP addresses, but they have to do that. So good luck, have fun. We're in Canada, they can't touch us. I'm a Canadian citizen now, so I'm protected under Canada. So
yeah.
So you don't have to worry about any of these new stupid laws. Parasortium will still be. We support all races, all religions, and 2S LGBTQIA plus, and that includes trans people.
Well, that's the T.
Yes, and Two Spirit.
Yeah.
And Black Lives Matter and
Well,
um,
all of it. We want.
Oh, we have. So we've updated. We did update our pride flag, so
Yeah.
it has the Two Spirit and intersex,
Yeah.
as well as the progressive and pride colors.
We
We're gonna work on our shop where it's gonna be all artwork.
Yep.
I can't use Canada Post anymore because they've been shady for a long time, and they're even shady now because
shadier
they
now.
want to bring in more automation. They want to do these things, and I feel really bad for the postal workers, but just want to say they refuse to deliver to my house. They never deliver packages to my house.
We have to go and pick it up, which it's not that big of an inconvenience, but it's still.
Yeah.
When it's a heavy object, it becomes.
Now they're telling people that they can't guarantee packages will make it to the U.S. So we got to do some research, and I got to find out what is the best deal for anyone buying from the U.S. So we'll open the shop once I figure out what the shipping's going to cost. And I'm sorry, it's going to be ugly.
Well, it couldn't.
But join the Patreon.
It could.
Then that's a lot cheaper way to support us.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have Polaroids that I'm going to be selling. They're going to be more expensive because they're only one of each. But you will see the I'll show the Polaroids so you can see what it looks like so you know what you're getting. Those, again, are to fund Parasortium.
We are looking to create a physical space, what they call a third space.
Yeah, so it's a third space, and what a third space used to be is it used to be those places where we could hang out and all socialize together, and they were safe spaces. But due to loitering laws and privatizing everything, third spaces are disappearing, and there's just no place for you to sit down and relax. Even we love to hang out with our friend Brennan. And it can be hard to find restaurants and cafes that you can sit and talk for 3 hours at a time. So luckily we still have a few food courts that are pretty chill. So it's going to be a third space. We also want to do a cafe or something goth themed and fun because there's nothing like that here. And our mayor's a little bit bougie and wants all these tech people, and it'd be great to put
well, even tech people are weirdos like us,
stuff.
So we gotta have something for everyone.
And it'll be nice for people to have a space to hang out. And we're gonna try to get air conditioning because the government is
today,
really,
which is why we're in our bedroom with the air conditioner.
But unfortunately we live in, I think, the top 10 of most expensive cities in North America, so it's going to be quite
take a while.
Yeah.
So I think the build for what we would like to have is
a restaurant space, a reading space,
and the library.
Yeah, and we would have books for sale for people,
like a bookstore,
but portion. A safe space for people to just hang out.
That in itself, it's going to cost about $1 million.
At least.
At least.
Yeah, Victoria, they're both movie theaters are going away. A lot of our small shops are going away. There's no affordable housing downtown anymore. It's becoming this very unwelcome place. We go down for very specific visits and then quickly leave because it's not safe either. And that's not the homeless people's fault. It's the fault of the city for not providing
spaces for them.
Yeah. but it is unsafe. So
It when we say unsafe, it's certain areas. The main core downtown
it's
during the day, you're
people.
fine.
It's people who are going through a hard time, who are not in their right mind, and it's not their fault, despite what some people think. They're in a mindset that they can't help themselves, and the city just they don't want affordable housing. They don't want to do anything. So,
We should end it on a positive note.
on a positive note, next week we have time off, so we're going to be recording a lot of stuff around Victoria, but it's going to drop for Patreon. There will only maybe be clips for free for everyone, so join Patreon. $5 a month, $7.50 Canadian. Benefits start in September. You have to be a member by December 1st to get a Yule gift box, and that's just because of our crazy shipping to make sure it gets to you. But it's not a guaranteed no. It's just what I have left over, and it may not get to you before Yule. I don't know what we're doing for Halloween. It's on a Friday. He'll probably work. I probably won't work. But we'll have All Saints Day off, so maybe we can do something with, or not All Saints, Day of the Dead.
Day of the Dead off. Yeah.
So maybe we'll do something with that.
We could do a Day of the Dead special.
Yeah, we just have to make sure
stream.
we're not appropriating. So we have to do it in a respectful way.
We'll do it our own way.
Okay. Next month. I don't know if we're gonna.
What we'll do, we'll write up a list and drop each by the 15th of September for October. That way we have time to get.
Well, I like being free. So we'll keep.
Well,
I'm gonna try to do fun live streams. This one was like bummer fun. So, but it was also an update live stream. Yeah, I don't know.
We have a lot on the go. That's for
yeah,
sure.
I'm start school September 3rd. Yeah, so just keep in tuned. We're gonna finish editing the second part of Vincent Truell's book club because it's 3 hours long.
Whenever we talk to Vincent, we forgot to talk about
Vincent's
Vincent.
okay. Vincent is okay. Vincent Truell is okay. He's just not on the internet as much because of what's going on, but he's doing a lot of his law stuff to help people around.
Yep.
He's helping people who are immigrants. He's doing a lot of activism work. He does check in from us time to time. So anybody concerned about Vincent Truell, he's okay. Yes. I think his wife is doing better.
Yep. His wife's doing better.
Yeah.
His book, Cosmic Collisions, which is what the book club is about, is available on Amazon.
Yes.
But you can also, if you look him up on YouTube as Vincent Truell, he may be able to send you books directly.
Yeah, so Vincent's doing good. I know because he had some health issues and disappeared, and we were all concerned. So we're in contact with him again.
Yes.
He's doing good.
He's doing good.
I don't know when he's gonna get around to doing his podcast.
He's been doing some update videos, but nothing huge.
We'll post on our social media when we hear anything.
Yep.
We'll do another public live stream in September. Maybe what we'll do is
the third week of every month or thereabouts.
Oh no, I'm not going to plan it because of school.
We'll do it when we can.
We'll do something fun. I'll find something fun, and if we can't find anything fun, maybe I'll buy Jackbox, and we'll test it out.
We'll do that.
We'll figure out. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
A group of our friends during COVID and us.
For my birthday, I was really depressed. We all hung out. And
we hung out and we did Jackbox, and we made T-shirts, and
which have since
kind of aged not well, but
yeah.
But they're inside jokes and whatnot, and hey, it can be fun. And when you're done, you can actually buy the T-shirts.
So yeah, we'll do something next week. The Instagram for Parasarnium will have our updates.
And I'll post on YouTube and Facebook.
Yeah.
As well.
So that's all we have.
All right.
Thank you for hanging out. If
Thanks,
you're watching
guys.
this after the fact, I hope you enjoy it. Yeah. All right. Love you all.
Love you. And yes.